Hello ho ho everybody, this is Jack and this is my Terrablox Devblog video. Been an interesting week. I actually silently released the game last Tuesday, and so yeah, most of the week has just been fixing up issues that have, come from that. Because I thought it would run a lot better for a lot more people, and it didn't. A lot of people had issues with it, mostly with speed, but yeah, I'm trying to address them, but yeah, it's difficult because my computer runs this at like 500 frames a second. They're getting it running at 30 frames a second, and that's a pretty big margin of error to try and fill in. So yeah, whatever. I'll just run through the game and talk through some of these issues with you, because it helps me solve them as well, outward thinking and all that stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okie dokie. So this hasn't changed at all, other than some minor fixes like the font up there that kept changing, and credits. So you got your typical crap joke, and yeah, credits, and collaborative artists. That's basically community members that have created stuff such as the texture packs and tree models. So things like that, they're going to be classed as collaborative, because there's no other way to put it really. I mean, it's not like a cop out that I'm just getting other people to do these things. I genuinely think other people can do a better job of designing these different things than I can. So it's harnessing many minds. So that's what that is. And I toyed with the idea of like lots of different kinds of terms to call it, but collaborative artists just sort of seemed the best. I don't know. Special thanks doesn't really sum it up, So yeah, and here we go. Things are going to look a little different, I warn you, but it's not a bad thing. So yeah, we got snow, and Terra Boy, I think Terra Mum must have knitted him a embarrassing Christmas sweater, and he's got a nice hat as well. I actually drew this this character skin myself. I'm quite happy with it. It's actually the first one I've drawn, surprisingly. And the texture pack, it's the same texture pack, but new blocks have been added to it. And yeah, I do a separate thing now. So instead of spawning grass on the ground, it spawns snow, and when it's generating the trees, it at intervals puts tinsel and lights on them. So that's pretty cool. And I wasn't actually going to show this now. I was going to show it on Tuesday, because I was going to update the game again on Tuesday and have this sort of stuff in it with a lot of other stuff as well. That's top secret stuff. But I showed this now because it's not a major part of it, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much time I'll have, so I just wanted to get this out. I didn't want to mess around with reverting this back to the old textures, then fixing it back up, and just a waste of my time. So I'd rather spend that time fixing the game. So yeah, about the fixes, a lot of people had issues with speed. I wasn't sure, well, I'm still not sure if this is down to, processing, like during the chunk updates, or, just how much it has to render. Because at the moment, I've added in some debug here. It tells you how many visible chunks there are, and at the moment, this is the same as the release version. So it's 169 chunks it's trying to draw. So that's quite a lot. And what's actually happening here is that it's not drawing what's just in your view. So that's like pausing it. It's not just what's in your view. It takes like the center point here and draws like a huge square area around it, and most of this area is over there, behind you, over there. It's off your screen. So I'll add in some proper, or not some proper, but some better culling. So it's just the 2D grid we care about, like just the base, because the chunk height is the same as the world height. So I'll draw like a proper cone area from the camera, and that should cut out half, like pretty much half of that. So you'll be down to like 80 chunks that it's trying to draw, and that should speed it up quite a bit. if you also consider that, you know, the land and the water are both two different loops, they're both two different passes, so yeah, having less of that to draw should be a lot better. Later on, like when there's taller worlds, I'll have like a proper 3D frustum culling thing, so it takes into account things above you and below you as well, and that should be even better. Another setting I'm gonna add is view distance. So this is more of a quick fix, because the view distance at the moment still isn't that far. You know, it's quite close. But I'll add an option to bring that in slightly, and even like a slight amount should help quite a lot, because the further away the view is, the more it's drawing out in that arc, if you see what I mean. So bringing that down will help. And so yeah, those are some of the things I'm going to do to speed it up. Other things that I've added while doing some of these fixes was, so let's go into first person here, was walking. So you can hold down shift now and it will walk slower. So this was because people were building, and I think they must have been walking off ledges or something like that. So having a walk mode sort of lets you slow down a little bit, get into those finer details. And oh yeah, so the character position is now saved. So if I was to save the game here, this is a new button as well, by the way. So I have to save the game, go out, come back in, wait for ages. I don't know what I've done recently, but yeah, it's kind of a little bit slower doing that. But yeah, the character position is saved now, so... Because yeah, people were creating maps and then saving and loading, and they were going back to their like start point, like 0, 0, 0. And they couldn't find their own houses that they built. So that was kind of an urgent thing to add. Other things... yeah, when you start the game, like after starting a new game or loading it, it preloads an area of chunks around you. So if you remember in the old videos, sometimes I would jump into a map and the chunks weren't there. It was just getting around to doing them. So it doesn't do that anymore. It just loads the area around you and then continues when you look into a new area. And finally, I mean, I'm sure I've got lots of things that I've added, but I haven't really been keeping track. So yeah, tooltips to the inventory. So it has the names of them, and when you... Actually, these are wrong. These should have the tinsel on them. Oh well, I'll add that later. Basically, you click them, and because you can click and swap them, it shows you what you're trying to swap it with. So that's quite handy. Because yeah, I got confused with most of these because they look the same. But now I can swap snow with metal and nobody's confused. So yes. So yeah, like I say, I'll be releasing the game again on Tuesday, but you can grab it now from... No, it's not on the website yet, but you can grab it from the forums, which are there via the website. So yeah, this Tuesday I'll put it on the website and it will have all this stuff in it and tons of other bits. And hopefully some fixes for people, because, you know, it's a shame that some people struggle to run this nicely. You know, I really wish they could. So yeah, I'm just going to keep adding fixes and lots of little updates. And yeah, this Tuesday I'll do a little trailer for the game. Because yeah, because I'm going to release it on Tuesday, like almost properly. I'm not going to do any, so yeah, I'll do a little video and I won't do any talking in it. I'll just show all the new stuff because I think it'll be quite cool, and it'll be like a small 30-second video maybe. So yeah, like a little trailer as it were. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to show. Actually no, I've got some stuff to show after this, but yeah, I'll flip over to that. It's a new splash screen! Ah! So, this was supposed to be in the video last week, right? But it wasn't finished until just after the video was up. So yeah, but I did release it on the website as a wallpaper, and people on the forums saw it. So if you don't want to miss out on this stuff, get there. www.terrablogs.com. Not to sound cheesy at all. I actually quite enjoy saying that. But yeah, this, other than like the last concept you saw with the sandworm, this actually shows its scale. And yeah, as you can tell, it's pretty big. He can crush things with his tail and eat whole Terraboys. And it's also the first concept with Terraboy in an action shot. So we haven't actually seen him doing anything before, and now he's got a mallet. So yeah, tough guy. Yeah, that's all I have to say really. So next week, so obviously I'm releasing an update on Tuesday with all that snow stuff in, and after that I pretty much won't be around for a week or so. But I will be here to do the devblog next Sunday. So what will actually be in that, I don't know, but we'll find out. Yeah, so next devblog's fine, and it will be the last one of this year. Next one. So I'll try and do something special in like a short amount of time. But yeah, other than that, next Tuesday I'll do a little trailer, but it won't have me speaking over it. That'll just be a quick thing. But yeah, yeah. So happy Christmas. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And goodbye.